Hi everyone, this is Ashley, and I want to do an instructional video on how to take a Clearblue advanced ovulation test. Now, I've done one recently on the regular Clearblue ovulation test, which is actually pink, and there's two, so this is the other one, and I just kind of want to go over how to do this one, and it's actually very similar to the other one, which is actually pink, and the shape is actually a little bit different. So this one actually has 3 readings, one being low, where you will see only a circle, one being high, where you'll see the smiley face, but it'll have rings around it, and then the peak will be the smiley face itself. So one thing I want to say before we get started is whenever you purchase a test like this, especially a digital test, you want to make sure that the expiration is good, just so it's not out of date. Usually, the Clearblue Digital, which I haven't tried any other brand aside from Clearblue, which I probably will, but the Clearblue Digital usually comes with a test stick that looks very similar to this. And it's advised to, well, I usually highly recommend before doing any kind of a digital test, whether it's a home pregnancy or even a ovulation test, to read the instructions very thoroughly. With this one specifically, what you're going to do, this will come in this little package right here. You check the date, make sure that it's not expired, take it out, and then what you're going to do is you're going to pop the cap off like this. Hold on, let me go ahead and, okay, let me show you that real quick. You pop the cap off, and it has this little wick. Now this part right here is going to go into this part right here. So this arrow is going to face that arrow. And let me go ahead and set that up real quick. Okay, and then it's going to look like this. So the 2 arrows are going to be facing each other. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to dip this inside of the sample for about 15 seconds. And the reason why you want to read the instructions thoroughly prior to doing any kind of a test is because different digital tests have different time frames, as far as like you can opt to collect a urine sample inside of a clean plastic cup, or you can also sometimes actually dip the wick in your urine stream. And so it's going to be different times. So it may be 20 seconds for the pink test, whereas with this test it's only required for 15 seconds. And in some cases it may only be required for 5 seconds. So you want to make sure that you read the instructions so you don't have any room for error. Now, normally what happens when you do have a user error, there's going to be something on the screen, and it's usually like a notebook or something of that extent where it's going to stay on the screen. You're not going to see anything else, and with that being said, you're going to have to retest. If you get any other, basically any other result aside from what's on the box right here, you're going to have to retest, and it's going to be an error test. So we're going to go ahead and dip this in for about 15 seconds, which is what is suggested on the instructions. Okay. And then you're just going to put the cap back on. Now, when you see this on the screen right here, and you see the test and it starts to flash, that's how you know that you've done it correctly. If you get any other screen aside from that, then usually it's an error. I always highly recommend, whenever you're doing this, to treat it as a home pregnancy test. And you want to hold your urine for about at least minimally 2 to 4 hours. I usually suggest 3 to 4. You want to refrain from drinking liquids, especially water, tea, anything, eating watermelon, anything that's kind of water-based, because that can majorly dilute your urine sample. And when you do that, that's going to dilute the result as well, especially with LH, luteinizing hormone. So this is going to take about 3 minutes. It's going to flash like this for a bit, and then you're going to get the result. Now, I'm actually trying to catch my peak still. I've actually had about 6 to 7 days of positive OPKs. I did get a peak result about 5 days ago. So it's going to be very interesting to see if this is actually still going to be a peak. And normally I actually have a very high level of luteinizing hormone. So if I get any other result aside from a peak, and this is actually just an afternoon hold, it's highly recommended to do afternoon urine. Some cases with certain tests, it's recommended to do first morning urine with the digitals. This is actually afternoon urine, so if you use the test strips, pink dye, blue dye, whatnot, usually it's recommended to do about 2 to 8 p.m. And you want to do the 3 to 4 hour hold, refraining from beverages if you can, for the most concentrated results. And this test actually didn't specify first morning urine, so I'm doing the afternoon urine, and this is about actually a 2.5 hour, maybe 3 hour hold. So it's not super concentrated, but it's not super diluted either. So let's see what happens here. Also, I want to talk about the forums that we have just recently launched on www.peeonasickfreak.com. We're holding some contests for the first 100 people that are signing up and becoming active. We actually have about over 800 members so far. And so for those of you that actually sign up on the thread and become active, you have an opportunity to win a free psychic reading or free home pregnancy test, free OPKs, possibly both, because we sometimes do the combo packs. So go ahead and sign up, become active. We check for that. And your name's going to be automatically put into the drawing. So there's multiple times you may win. So you have more than one opportunity. So go ahead and do that. Refer other people. The more active you are, the better your chances are. Also, we have a wonderful group on Facebook. If you happen to have a Facebook, we are called the Pee on a Stick Freaks. And it's a trying to conceive informational support group. So for those of you that enjoy peeing on a stick quite frequently, hence the website, it's kind of tailored around that. So feel free to post your home pregnancy tests or OPKs or whatnot. And also definitely give our Facebook a like. It's Pee on a Stick Freaks. Also follow us on Instagram, Pee on a Stick Freaks. Same with Twitter, Pee on a Stick FRK. And we always upload new YouTube videos such as this, instructional videos, experiments, fun ideas. If you happen to have any fun ideas for new experiments, email them to us, it's basically you want to put dashes in between everything, but it's peeonstickfreak@hotmail.com and just put dashes. It's like p-on-a-stick-freak at Hotmail. You can also, we have a form on the website itself where you can upload stuff and send us an email there. You can private message me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can also do it in comments. So if you have any fun ideas, especially on the community forums that we've just launched, there's actually a thread specifically there for new ideas. So if you happen to have any, definitely be one of the first people to shoot that, because it's fairly new. We don't have a whole lot of active users. So I'm really excited to get that started. Tell your friends about it, sign up, invite your friends that you have. We're going to be actually launching a charting software as well. So I'm really excited about that. So I just wanted to let everybody know. And again, okay, so we are still waiting on the result from this. And sometimes it can take a few minutes, so these can actually be a bit more pricey, but for those of you who want to follow up, people tend to use, there's test strips, there are midstream tests, or cassette tests. I highly recommend getting the test strips off of eBay or Amazon. You can get them quite inexpensively. And you can follow up with one of these digitals. Oh, wow, there we go. Okay, so that is low. And that, there you see, that is a circle, so that is low. Now, usually what happens, and I actually found this out with using, because I've tested out both brands, I got a peak with the last batch that I used, except it was the pink ones, and it's just the Clearblue ovulation test. And basically, you either have low or you have peak. Well, you get the peak, and within 24 hours, it goes away. Now, you get the peak with one of these. This is going to stay lit for about 2 days, so I thought I would let y'all know. So, again, this is Ashley signing off. I highly recommend these. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a like. Pee on a Stick Freak Instagram. Pee on a Stick Freak Twitter. Pee on a Stick of Arcade. Join our Facebook group, Pee on a Stick Freaks. And, of course, check us out on www.peeonastickfreak.com and join and sign up for our community forums. We would love to have you there and enter to win. The more active you are, the better chance you have to win free home pregnancy tests or whatnot. So this is Ashley again. I'm signing off. And this is how you use the Clearblue Advanced Ovulation Test. And y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye.